What's up guys, Rick the RallySport Direct here, smiling today because I get to go over some of my favorite products. They're here behind me. I'm gonna go over what they are and why I personally love them so much. Let's go. All right, we're just gonna come out with the big guns. FujitSubo exhaust systems. Now technically speaking, my all-time favorite exhaust is the JSC Magic Spartan DE Type 2 in preferably full titanium, but they no longer make that exhaust, so it's off the table. But without a doubt, the best exhaust manufacturer, in my opinion, is FujitSubo. Here's why. These are all handmade, every single one. FujitSubo refuses to import their stainless steel. They feel like Japanese stainless steel is the best, they pay a premium for it, but they only want the best leaving their factory. It's all hand welded, hand finished, hand polished. I get a little bit excited here. You know, this particular one, FujitSubo says is for the, of course it's all like, you know, Japanese translation, but it's for the city driver who likes the spirit of the track, you know, and that's really what it is, and this is what I love FujitSubo for. And you can go buy a full track system that just screams from them, but they really, I think, excel in, you know, these type of exhausts that are, you can run 500, 600 wheel horsepower through this thing and it's gonna sound pleasant to drive. Your neighbors aren't gonna be mad, but really what it comes down to is the quality, the fit, the finish, the attention to detail, the small little details like not importing steel. They want everything to be in-house, to be exactly to their specifications. You know, everything is JASMA approved, JASMA, Japanese Automotive Sport Muffler Association, there we go. Not that it really matters here, but again, the attention to detail, the sound, the note, the volume, the spirit of the exhaust is just, it's perfect. These exhausts are cheap. I'm being dead serious. You should look up pricing on these on our website and know that it's handmade, handcrafted in Japan with Japanese steel by people who actually care. I was gonna say something else. And they're cheap, they really are. I mean, it's blow away that, you know, something like this that looks like it came from a machine, because it is, you know, even the polish is perfect. It's all hand done. It's incredible. Anyway, that was a nerdy start. Next product. This is a Whiteline anti-lift kit, and I will say right off the bat, it doesn't specifically have to be Whiteline. I just like Whiteline. But what this is, this replaces the big bushing right here on your front lower control arm where it attaches to the rear of the car. Now in the 93 through 07, they're gonna look like this, right? Super easy to replace and makes a huge difference. Now, what is the magic there? Well, it's that this bushing right there is offset. You can kind of see it, there's more space here than there is there, right? And it adds caster. Wah. Now they call it an anti-lift kit. I'm not gonna get into all the suspension geometry behind anti-lift and anti-squat and anti-dive and all that kind of stuff. MotoIQ actually has a killer article all about suspension tuning, and if I remember, I'll link it down below. You should definitely read up on that if you wanna really get into, you know, suspension tuning. But if you want an out-of-the-box solution that's going to make a massive difference, and why I say massive difference is caster is king. Subarus are notorious for having very little caster. And what is caster, Rick? Well, that's a great question. When we're talking about suspension, is the angle of the strut. So the more further it is that way, the more caster you have. The more caster you have, the more your steering wheel is going to want to return back to center, or the, you know, wheel tires themselves are going to want to return back to dead center and drive the car straight. Now, with that said, there are cars that come with a nice amount of caster right out of the box, and that's why they feel so good when you drive them. You know, the steering wheel just feels like firm and responsive. Wow, this just feels great, right? The only downside to caster is it reduces your turning radius. So there's one thing to take into consideration if you're going for like maximum caster, bro, because people do it. And it can definitely have an impact on your turning radius, where normally you could flip a, you know, U-turn in your cul-de-sac or whatever, and now you're making a 2-point turn. I don't think it's that big of a deal. It was a no-brainer. Favorite part, hands down, plus an alignment, plus tires. That's a lot of parts. Just get this. Yeah, this. Next up is a product that's been a personal favorite of mine since I can remember. I currently have one in my car, kind of. Let me explain. So it's the Beatrush Duracon shift knob. Now, this one in particular is my favorite, in black. They come in black and white. For this reason. See that gold Beatrush logo? Is that not like the hardest flex ever? It goes, you know, it sits down and it just faces backwards. It's like ice for your shift knob. And in black, that stands out even more. It's just, something about that is just the coolest thing to me. It's like the dumbest little thing, but I want it so bad. So I have a 5-speed. This, with the cool gold logo, only comes in the 6-speed. I bought the Type B, the different one. Still a phenomenal knob, in black, with the 5-speed shift pattern on it, but no Beatrush logo. Now I thought about buying the 6-speed because I personally don't care. I would happily run a 6-speed knob in my 5-speed car, but I don't want to be that person that's like, I don't want people to think, oh yeah, you just want people to think you've got a 6-speed in your car? Pfft, bro, what are you doing? I want this. Beatrush, if you're listening, 5-speed pattern, Beatrush logo in gold, black, 5-speed, normal. Please, please. Other than that, I'm gonna have to run a 6-speed knob in my 5-speed car, and people are gonna make fun of me. But that, if you've got a 6-speed, do yourself a favor, flex on people. Made in Japan, super high quality, Beatrush shift knob. It's awesome. Mwah. Yeah. This next product, you've already guessed, Bilstein. Now, I'm gonna talk about Bilstein across the board because I've run a lot of their products on my personal cars. We've run a few on the shop cars here, and every time I am blown away. And I don't know what it is about Bilstein in particular. All I can say is whatever's in Bilstein dampers or coilovers is magic. Overall, if you're looking for a sporty ride, I'm gonna probably use that word a lot, a sporty ride that's super comfortable, you can drive day in and day out, and you have the budget, you have to go Bilstein. The fact that it comes right out of the box, ready to go, like you put this on, even within the range of adjustment, you can't screw it up. You go get your alignment, and you're gonna have a phenomenal car that will, like, and you can have had other coilovers on the car before, but you put these on and there's something different about these. And you're like, I never knew this level of comfort. It's like going from work toilet paper to going home and getting like that, squishy 2-ply, and you're like, oh, this is real comfort. But that's the difference. The other stuff works just fine. And I'm not gonna say these are not for like setting track records or something. That's not what they're for. These are designed to be driven to and from work with a stop on the Nürburgring in between. And like, they kill it at that. Always blown away. Always blown away. Anyway, next product. It's Apexi Air Filter. Now this one makes me a little bit sad because I've run these in my cars for ever, basically. If I run a stock airbox, an Apexi's going in it. And I think I've got an Apexi in both of my cars right now, if I remember correctly. Now, not that long ago, I did a video on the Grimspeed air filter, and I said I was gonna buy one, and I did, because I was super impressed. I'm gonna take this home, I'm gonna install it, but I haven't installed it yet. I still have the Apexi in my car, and it almost makes me, I will install the Grimspeed, and the Grimspeed's the Grimspeed's better, it's gonna flow more. You can reuse it, I think it's cheaper, and then overall, it's gonna be significantly cheaper, right? But there's something about this. This is made in Japan, super high quality. I love the red color, I love the little Apexi logo. The rubber gasket on it is really nice. It actually creates a proper seal. And then it comes with like this cool little Japanese sticker that says Apexi Intake High Performance Air Filter, date, kilometer. Comes in a cool box. This will always be my favorite. Other than the cool STI one, that's like $200. which just seems ridiculous. But anyway, that's where we're gonna end the video. On a sad note, this is a perfect place to end a video. I'm making myself sad. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys like this video, comment down below and let me know, because I'd love to do more videos like this. I have a lot of products I genuinely like, and I handpicked all of these out. It wasn't just like, you know, it was, this is what I run and this is what I like, and I've been doing this for a long time. So, looks like I bought another Apexi Air Filter. But I really appreciate you guys watching. Comment down below. Let me know if you liked it. Let me know if you didn't, and if you didn't like it, give me the thumbs down, that stinky thumbs down, and subscribe for more videos just like this. Thank you guys for watching, seriously. You guys are awesome. See you on the next one.